Yes, Premium Power Pro is great for Lucario, but I like it with a different kind of spice. We're talking at Okidogi spice. We all know Okidogi is a good deck, and this list, which did come third place recently, actually, in a city league in Japan, which is much more official than something like a gym battle, this definitely has some legs, because you have the new fighting archetype with the Lunatone and Soul Rock draw engine, the aforementioned Premium Power Pro, and the fighting Gong. Speaking of which, I'm going to be using now to try and draw some more cards. Maybe I should have got myself an Okidogi now, but I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to be very greedy and hope that I just get it. Bro, it... the greed pays off for realsies. As that's a pretty solid turn one, if you ask me. We're playing against what looks to be the Obama Snow. But whilst they do that, I have to apologize formally. I am very sleep deprived. My insomnia has kicked in like crazy. So today, I am not only the usual misplay king, I am the misplay god. I am very prone right now to misspeak, misplay, misdo, miswear, miswhy. Who? As they go for 80 damage on my Kyogre without benching anything. Oh, my friend, that is tricky. I might get a donkey already. It's not a donk, I know, but it's technically one. Let's see. I don't remember if this deck has a retreat, but I'm going to Arven and hope that it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's okay. I'm fine with that. So for the time being, I guess I just attack with Soul Rock. Right, throw this here, go for a nest ball, and this deck is super simple. I mean, it plays, just Okidogi, the draw engine, and some utility cards. It's so simple that your nan could play it without even knowing how the game works. Trust me, I've met her. She's a lovely lady. She can figure it out. Nonetheless, they need to bench something here, man. Otherwise, it is big old trouble. It's just attaching? Oh, there we go. There's a guidance. That's fair. With a supporter like that in a Bomber Snow deck, mate, you're going to get absolutely cooked, mate. You're going to be fried. The deck out is real. As they did get rid of another Explorer's Guidance and 3 water energy there. Unless they're not trying to be a Bomber... No, they are. Okay, I was wondering if they were going for more of a Kyogre gimmick. But no, that's not the case. They go for a Riptide. I want to be bossing up this Snova because, obviously, that Kyogre's doing nothing to my 280 HP Okidogi, which is absolutely wonderful. Let's go for a Gong. Just grab an energy. Attach here, boss up. And then we will decide where to go from there. Oh, fun thing, actually. We do have Lily's Determination and Iono in our hands. And for those who don't know, Jake Gearhart made a tweet that got pretty popular with an equation. A mathematical equation. Yes, we're getting scientific. I wish I had some glasses, but apparently I was born with gifted eyes. So that's not happening to me. Hold that L, you sightless people. As they go for a... Okay, maybe I got punished. Hey, listen. Oh, wait, no. You're just losing by KO. All right, fine. Sure thing. What I was going to say is the equation will actually help you determine if a Lily or an Iono is better in that moment in time. Obviously, not taking into account your opponent's hand, which I thought would be cool to run. If I run it now, it technically is BM, but let's do it for some fun. Whipping out the calculator. It is L, which is cards Lily would draw, which is 6 times by cards in deck, which is 32, divided by brackets, cards in deck, 32, plus, as I just quickly attach here. Sorry, I know I'm BMing, but I'm trying to do some maths for fun, okay? I hope you can understand that. I apologize in advance. Your cards in hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is greater than the cards Iono would draw you, which is 5. Lily is better. The answer to that equation is 5.05, meaning it is just about better than Lily, according to Jake Gearhart. And actually, low-key, that didn't change anything, really. I had the win, but hey, I'm sorry. Listen, their name is Deckhand Mobile. I apologize for the BM. I did it for the content. I hope you can understand. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. That was very poor of me. I did not expect to see an execute today, but alas, here we are. There is an execute Hydreigon deck, which is actually pretty good. So I'm going to be on my cautious eye for this one. Let's end our turn and see how things turn out here. That was cringe level 10, I think, but my brain took me there. They get a Latias down. Probably just going to see a Precious Evolution, I think, at this point. They go for a Crispin, and this is going to be funky. So, for those who don't know about the old Executor Hydreigon deck, the way it works is you just get Executor out, and then you go for your Hoot Hoots, Noctowls, and the like. Accelerate all your energy into play after going for an Energy Search Pro onto Hydreigons, and then just start Hydreigon and go bruh, you know? That's how it all works. I have no idea how that's going to fare with an Okidogi deck. I doubt anyone has ever thought of this matchup, but we're here playing it out, so let's see. We got to attach the Bravery Charm, and I'll throw this down to... I might hold off the Pro here, actually, and just go for a Lily, because I'm already 2-hit KOing, doesn't matter. And, whoa, that's a double Pro there. I'll take that for sure. Let's Nest Ball, though, and wait a second. I could just 1-hit KO the Latias. Oh, I really could right now with a bundle. Oh, I'm so tempted. Oh, wait, no, your resistance to fighting, so I need to be hitting 240. Power Pro brings it to 230. I'm not doing it. Okay, so the resistance is there. Okay. No, that's fine. You just saved me from making a bad decision in theory, so I'll take that. I'll throw another Okidogi down because this deck basically just plays Okidogi and Lunatone. And then just go for a good old punch and see where the wind begins to take me. They bench themselves an Ogre Pot. Maybe this isn't what I thought. It's not typically what you would see in the Hydreigon Executor build. Unless they're going to start Spheening. To be fair, they could just swing Sphene every turn, can't they? Oh, and doesn't that bypass the EXP share? Okay, seems like we've got an interesting one. I'm a little bit scared. I mean, if they flip tails, we're kind of fine because we keep our Okidogi of energy, but they hit heads. They KO my Okidogi and I'm just left here stranded. What a weird match. Nestball coming in. Let's see what's going on. Is it another execute? No, it's a Monkey Dory. This is where the Premium Power Pro actually could be relevant. It also could just be straight up alone Executor Monkey Dory, which is something I've tested and is quite fun. They hit heads! No! Can I get to a Wait. Can Solrock do it? Hold on. I think Solrock can do it with double pro. Oh my god, this is ridiculous, bro. This deck just has answers. It just does. It comes out of the woodwork. There's a Solrock. We're gonna go straight for a double power. That is kind of diabolical. I love it. Let's go for an energy here. And just double power pro knockout. Yeah, that... Oh my god. This feels so good. I'm going to Nest Ball then and get a Soul Rock because it's probably going down. And in this case, we're not doing no Jake Gearhart equation. Lily is just better for obvious reasons there. I shall also go for a Lunar Cycle to draw even more cards. That is filthy. And go for the old Cosmic Beam. Blood is beaming. That's nice, man. That is really nice. Really good maths as well. Set up perfectly by the Okidogi. And me, I want to see if I can get a neutralization zone stick. Yes, this deck plays a neutralization zone as its ace spec. I know, it's crazy. But it's maybe relevant. It may be relevant. Maybe my opponent doesn't have a stadium in hand. They're not playing anything now. Typically, you see people play a stadium when they have it. And most people don't anticipate a neutralization zone against an Okidogi. So it could be cooking this build here. Because they do take a knockout. Oh, that said, I could get a 1-hit KO on an Ogapon if I get double pro. That could happen too. Oh, I've got things I need to do. I say, there's Colrez. How do I maximize my draw here? I think, well, I'm getting nothing from deck right now. Unless I Fighting Gong. No, Fighting Gong does actually. Gets me Lunatone and will get me an energy. So I'll Fighting Gong here. Also got 1 energy left. Need to take that into account. But I will Lunar Cycle. I will go for that. See what I get. Okay, no, I have to Colrez. That's valid. Let's go for the Colrez. And I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. I'm gonna go for the neutralization. It might be too early, and I might be punished here because I don't have a response if they bounce it. Maybe I should have got a Town Store. Maybe. maybe. But it's all right. We go for another Soul Rock poke next turn and come back in with Okidogi if we need to. It's okay. And that's the real nice thing this deck has included is this Soul Rock just being as a little pseudo backup attacker can go a long way, man. Let's throw another Okidogi down. I'm not going to play my air balloon. I think I just simply hit the 170. Maybe I should have Lilied and tried to, or like Iono'd and tried to go for the double premium power. But I think drawing 4 cards there, I just don't think it would have worked out. Another monkey's coming in. It's like, Iono me. Okay, well, fair dues, mate. Do you get the stadium, though? That's the question. Neutralization zone could be peak right now. And if it sticks, that is so good for us. Getting XP share themselves down. I'm looking pretty excited because this is looking pretty good. They're attached to the monkey. Whoop-de-doo, you got your double monkey. And they will be adrenaline their braining. I have a feeling they're going to retreat, though. At which point I would just boss, right? Yeah, I think retreating is definitely right for my opponent because you can still get some more damage counters off. But nonetheless, that's looking too far ahead right now. They go for their double monkey and they do Pow Pad. And I swear to God, my friend, if that 1 card in your hand is a stadium card, I'm going to be done with it, mate. I'm going to be out of the picture. In fact, I'm deleting my channel if that 1 card is a stadium. Okay, that was risky. Oh, look at the top deck of the energy. It's splendid. I'm not going to draw more cards here because I am low on fighting energy and so I'm very low on recovery. Do you know what? No, I don't care. I'm confident. We're fine, right? I've got 1 stretcher left. No, I've changed my mind. I was going to draw. Then I realized that was probably a bad idea. Let's just boss up this bad boy and be done with it. That's another Ogapon down. They are struggling. Do you know what? Look, I know this isn't like some sort of meta deck or whatever. And I don't know why they've got a heavy baton in here, of all things. Maybe they've got some sort of trick up their sleeve. Maybe a Regigigas or something. But I do like the idea of an Ogapon. Oh, maybe I should have cycled. Do you know what? It's fine. I do like the idea of like an Ogapon deck playing Monkey Dory and playing Meganian, doing big damage, bouncing damage off. It seems like fun. But alas, they were not prepared for the neutralization zone. Typically a late game card, something you play toward the end of your game, but hey, if it's working here, it's working here. I definitely should have gone for a Lunar Cycle last turn with hindsight because I increased the odds of getting another energy, like double energy power pro just to win the game. You know, that's kind of mental. But hey, who knows? Could get off the top deck. Could go for an Arven if we hit it, you know? There is a case where I take away the neutralization zone town store just to like really increase my odds. But hey ho. Oh wait, what's the baton for Executor? Is that no, Executor's got free retreat costs. What was that baton for? I don't even know. Wait, they attach a water to Latias and then handheld fan? I mean, yeah, no, that makes sense. It moves the energy off, right? That's valid. Oh wait, no, that's actually pretty good, huh? Well, let's see what happens here. I think I do just Lunar Cycle and hope. Okay. Well, maybe I just don't attack. Like I don't have to do it. And I could only make things easier for myself by just getting premium power now, EXP share, throwing that here, and then just holding. Like there's no reason for me to do anything right now. And if they bounce the stadium and KO me with Ogerpon, then I can just get another premium power and then just win. So there's like no pressure for me to do anything right now. That's it. I could Iron Bundle. That's something. Oh yeah, I'll just bundle. What am I doing? Yeah, fine. I'll bundle. That's fine. Gives me a Monkey Dory to KO at least. And that actually opens up a lot of doors. It lets Stretcher do so much. So I can Stretcher for another bundle and try and get a KO that way. If they give me Latias again. What? Bro, why are you giving me Ogre? You want a Monkey Dory, don't you? Well, that is an interesting outcome. Is it correct to attack or not attack? I think it still is correct to attack because double Monkey Dory with this amount of time doesn't matter. And it means they can't, if they do bounce, attack me with the Ogerpon anyway. Otherwise, they just lose without me even needing the premium power. Do you know what would be a good... Oh, well, no, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if that is right. Oh, no, it does fix a lot of maths. A good card in this deck would be Hawlucha, you know. Because just doing the maths right, okay? If you think about it, Mew EX is 180, yeah? And you're hitting 140 on it because of resistance. One premium power pro is 170, meaning you're 10 damage off from a guaranteed KO. Hawlucha fixes that. Ogerpon against Raging Bolt, let's say. You know, it's a much easier card to target than anything else. Oh, hello, there's a Regigigas. That's why they have it. There you go. That was the baton making sense. But in a Raging Bolt matchup, targeting things like Ogerpon is much easier when you play a Hawlucha to set them up for a single premium power pro KO. Squawkabilly, I think you're fine. It doesn't change any maths there. Fez doesn't change any maths, but any Pokemon that's like 210 just makes it so much easier to knock out. Maybe a Pikachu EX in a Goldengo matchup. Hawlucha fixes that. I think Hawlucha is a really strong card to play in this deck. Maybe something to consider, just putting it out. But either way, they have finally bounced the neutralization zone, but they don't have a way to knock me out right now. You need to retreat, man. Yep, and they do straight back into that Latias. Well, I could bundle again. That's like totally valid, but oh, what a top deck. But I kind of just want to get a boss. So I'm going to greed it a bit. I'm going to Lunar Cycle here. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me cook. I'm going to Town Store first, and then I'll get myself a tool card here. Let's just see how many bosses we've got. We've got 3. Oh my God, I should be winning. Like, we should be getting a boss with this. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds, actually? It's basically a 1 in 5 or 1 in 6, I think, are the odds if I'm doing my maths right. And we're drawing 3, so it's like a 50-50 chance to get it off this. And we get it. There we go, baby. We're going to come up with an Okidogi that is an absolute nuisance for my opponent. Dealing with the Executor, dealing with the Ogerpons. Let's pray this for good luck. And we'll run it through, baby. Give me them juicy 2 prizes. Oh, come to daddy. I'd love to know your thoughts on that equation, because it caught my interest when I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, oh, I would genuinely use that. It sounds kind of like I'm being a bit ironic, but legitimately, I would use that equation just to make it easier, because I do have a lot of times where I do struggle to figure out what's better, Iono or Lily. For those who don't know why, there's multiple things to take into account, right? The Iono shuffles your hand to the bottom of the deck, guaranteeing you're going to see new cards, which in turn would make you think Iono is better. But if you're Ionoing and drawing 3, and then Lilying and drawing 6, is Lily better, even if you shuffle your hand into your deck? Obviously, that takes hand size into account as well, because you're shuffling that hand into your deck, which means you could draw into the same card. And my small, tiny brain TCG cannot figure out that mathematics, and then he came up with this equation, and I'm putting it to the test. So let me know your thoughts. Obviously, as I said, it doesn't take account in your opponent's hand. Obviously, if your opponent is playing a card in their hand that you're aware of, maybe they preemptively Ultra Ball or Arvand, and you know they've got a card they need in their hand, Iono is just almost better most of the time. It's contextual, right? But if it's solely on the purpose of you trying to find a card, you drawing into a card you need, what is better? Honestly, it's an interesting thought. I draw would make sense here, but because I've got EXP share, Luminous, I think I have to go for the Okidogi. All right, let's Let's go for a good punch and just give a little knock in the old head. You know what I mean? Give me the old 1-2 and all that jazz. God, what has sleep deprivation done to me? Nonetheless, that means we're Jellicent free for a turn, which is good. This is kind of a terrible matchup because not only are we weak to Psychic, but they also shut off tool cards, which this deck relies heavily on. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. They go for an Oven here. They Earthen Vessel and get a TM Evolution. Man, a boss right now would be kind of nice. Would love to boss up that Ralts that they're going to evolve into a Curlier. But hey ho, what can I say, bro? There you go for an Energy and an Evolution. Ultra Ball preemptively. Assuming they're getting another Jellicent down or maybe a way to draw. Fez. Okay, that's fair. Oh, Fez is a target for sure, though. We're going to want to KO that Donnie easily. That is so valid. Anyway, speaking of the Premium Power Pro, being able to buff up Okidogi's damage is kind of relevant because 170 does fall shy of things like Squawkabilly and Mew-EX, especially with the resistance, and these can help cover that, right? 2 Premium Power Pros is going to KO both of them, which I think is super relevant. It does max out this deck at 290 if you go for all Power Pros at once, but even then that can 1-hit KO a Goldengo or something. So that, it just gives you the opportunity that you didn't have before with this deck. And this deck was already good enough because of its ability to just tank for a single prizer, you know what I mean? Either way, we've got ourselves some draw here. Let's see what we get. I was hoping for a boss, but can one really complain? Let's go for a Colress, and I forgot. That said, it's way too early for that. I know you've got your draw stadium shenanigan going on in there, so let's not pull that one off. I'm gonna get a town store. I think what I do here is just get myself. I think I just go for another. I just go for a chart. Is that relevant in any way? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's throw it down. I was thinking of getting EXP share, but I don't have anything to bench to EXP share to. And if Jellicent's coming next turn, it means it's dead. So I might as well just get the charm, right? Let's go for a good punch for 140. And bro, a boss into Fez could really do us a solid, man. It really could. And actually allow me to attach a tool card as well. Well, they come off Guardy, though. What is Blow doing? Why are you coming up into Gardevoir? Oh, it's because you're not hitting enough of the jelly. They've only got 2 Psychics in their discard pile. That's very unlike Gardevoir. He says as he probably goes into a secret box to discard 3 grass energy. Grass? Where did I get grass? Okay, let me take you from my brain's process there. My brain first off said lightning. I dismissed that and went, no, that's not lightning. And then my brain came up with the idea of grass, but the filter didn't work. It just spat it out. You know what I mean? It didn't start. That was meant to be in the brain. That was an in-brain thought. An inside thought that just spilled. Psychic energy. That didn't happen, though. Seems like they're going to go for either a Jellicent or a Screamtail. I think you go for Jellicent here still. Because you take the knockout and all that, and you still shut off my items and stuff, which is kind of important. Yeah, okay. I was concerned they were going to Screamtail because they benched it. This is where it gets difficult. Well, hold on. We do have Bundle. I could bundle away the Jellicent and turn on my tools. That's something. Try and play around it a bit, you know? That's actually very valid. And hopefully late game, we can then pull in the neutralization zone. You know what I mean? But even then against Guardy, it's still pretty rough because they can like Monkey Dory me. They can Screamtail. It's a lot to think about. Also, wait, what is your HP is really low. Maybe I don't try and gust this Jellicent. I mean, granted they can monkey, but oh no, it doesn't matter. I'm 2-hit KOing anyway, aren't I? Yeah, that's interesting. All right, there's a Dogi charged up there, and I definitely got some thoughts to be using, which is not optimal my mental state right now. But we'll give it a whirl. We'll see what comes of it. Alrighty, let's go for a top deck and see what we get. Give me some love, baby. Oh, it's an energy. Surprise. I will town store and get myself an XP share, at which point I shall actually, yeah, I think I am just going to, yeah, I think I just bundle here. Love that inclusion in this deck. I don't know if it was included for Jellicent particularly, but probably was. But nonetheless, I think bundles are very underrated cards. Obviously people respect it, but in a sense that it's a bit underplayed in my opinion. Nonetheless, there's an Okidogi down. I've got another XP share in it. That feels so much better. Gonna keep me going for this game. And then we'll go for a Lunar Cycle again. Now, I was gonna say Cassiotopia. Penny, huh? Okay, I'm just gonna go for determine. Unless, wait, what if I play my premium power? Oh, wait, this is a good question. I might be abusing my power here, but watch this. I'm gonna play premium power pro. I'm then gonna night stretcher and recover bundle. I'm then going to Penny, hopefully find some more premium powers. Nope, okay, that was shot dead in the water. At least I tried, right? As I attach this air balloon to Lunatone. Do I use the bundle here? I think I hold it. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm actually going to hold it. Granted, it was a preemptive play, but I was going to be item locked anyway. So I could hold that bundle, get Jellicent out the active again next turn, which would be really nice. Who knows? Maybe I can find myself a boss's orders at that point and then boss up Fez. And we could be talking. I mean, we could really be talking. But I need to make sure I keep getting attackers out. That's the big thing with this deck. And we're out of the XP shares, so we've got a few turns here, really. We do also have Cosmic Beam, granted, which isn't affected by resistance. If with how many premium powers would it take to do some serious damage? Well, all of them. Basically. They've got double monkey down, though. That is absolutely terrifying. I think my game plan here, though, is to get another Okidogi going, right? That's the plan. Bundle, they'll probably throw up a free prizer. I mean, it probably is better than to throw up a Guardi, if anything, but they've got no energy. Oh, wait, hold on. If they still have no energy next turn, you go for a bundle, they'll probably give me a single prizer, and then I just need a boss for game on the Fez. We could beat God of War here. That is ridiculous. Oh, I need to lock in, though. Brain, please use all of those 5 brain cells you've got left. Let's see some action. I'm definitely attacking with Okidogi, so I don't need to promote the balloon. Oh, okay. Good news. I can Artisan. Get myself another Oki. Wow, I need to start recovering some, though. Oh, is Iono better here now? I don't know. Okay, time to whip out the calculator, boys. We're going to do 6 times 23 brackets 23. As I bench a soul rocks, I'm running out of a timer. This calculation is taking too much time for my brain to work. Okay, I screwed it up. We're not gonna go with it. Screw it. I don't care. I think Lily's better. I do think Lily's better. Let's go for a Lily. I'm just using my intuition there. And okay. That fighting energy. Do you know what? We'll go for a lunar cycle. Let's do it. We should be fine. Yeah, we're okay, because I'll go for a bundle now. See what they throw up. I can also go for an Ursaluna at some point, though, actually. Oh, this is very winnable. Oh, but they throw up Gardevoir. That's going to put a snake in my boot. Well, all right, let's play the stretchers anyway. I'm going to get bundled back, and then I'm going to night stretcher again for an energy this time around. So I guarantee the attachment next turn. I probably shouldn't play neutralization yet, because they still haven't really played a stadium card. Maybe next turn I try and pull something out of the bag. Maybe next time I go for a boss onto Fez. What if I just pass, though? Hold on. Is passing an option here? Because I don't want to give them more juice for the monkey to KO my Soul Rock. They might have that already, though. Or I could bundle again. They'll just throw up Jellicent, right? I'm going to pass. I don't know if that was correct. But I don't want to, like, give monkey fodder, right? If anything, they promote a Guardi because they have a Turo, or they have a way to get more psychic in the discard pile, at which point monkeys are online. Yeah, it's with the okay, I was kind of hoping that they were going to Turo this guy. Wait a second. You discarded 1 energy there, not 2. This Guardi can't. Oh, you can attach a turn. That's fair. And they Iono. This is getting weird. What? This is getting really weird. There's a penny. A boss? Boss? Maybe I now just boss. Take out the Fez and see if I can get an Ursaluna further on down the line. This is my brain is fried, bro. Who knows? But we have avoided the Soul Rock prize, which is what I wanted. So that's the good news. Oh, but I need an energy, though. Oh, wait, this Iono could have been really bad for us. Oh, okay. All right, no, this is starting to get a bit dire now. A bit Danny dire. Have I misplayed that? I probably misplayed at some point, right? Maybe I should have bundled again and just swung, but I don't think that would have been right. Lily, oh, so lovely to see you, darling. Let's go for an Artisan and see what we get. It's another Lunar turn. I mean, at this point, I think I just have to throw it down, right? It kind of sucks that I can't boss the Fez this turn, but I can't not... Whoa. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. Let's go for a Hyper Blower. See what they bring up. And if anything, at least I can go for a big old Premium Power Pro. You know what I mean? Have some fun with it. Oh, let's have some fun then. I'm going to go for the triple Premium. Let's do it. It's not enough to take a KO because sadly the resistance and, well, it's just not enough damage. But let a man dream. Let a man dream. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I top deck an Ursaluna, we could cook. Right, we could really cook, but I need the Ursaluna. Because I could Ursaluna boss Guardi knockout and then just penny afterwards to then reset it or something. Oh, but then how am I getting more? Oh, do you know what's surprising me here, though, is we're playing against a deck that completely shuts us off and still we're giving a good fight. This is probably the worst matchup I can actually think of, genuinely. Although maybe some turbo decks can cause some problems. Turbo KO decks like Cerule Edge or Raging Bolt. But there's clearly a reason this deck came so high up in the City League that had a decent amount of participants, so I think I'm starting to see why, because it's actually standing strong, granted, everything else taken into account. But we do lose, though, unfortunately, because of the Monkey Dories. I can't wait for that stadium to come out. Oh, wait, no, I don't lose. I just do this, right? Oh, no, I do lose because they just knocked me out. Hey, yo, let's bin it, bro. Let's get it out of here. Well, that's it for the Okidogi deck. I definitely think it can use some extra stuff here and there. As I said, the whole loot chart, I think is a really cool concept. But it's an Okidogi deck at the end of the day. It's strong just by its built-in nature. So there you have it, Okidogi fans. Also forgot to say, if you want to buy the Wug Mug, I got some water. I didn't drink this whole episode because I forgot to drink. Link will be in the description if you want to grab yourself the Wug Mug. It's a beauty. Just in case you missed yesterday's video, I'll leave it there. Bye.